Men are not afraid to work for the woman they truly value, and today we are talking about the things that women do that inspire the chase out of a man. If you are new here, of course, this is Get 'em Girl, a girl's guide to relationships, femininity, dating, polarity, and attraction. And I have a really good, informative video for you ladies today. So without further ado, let's hop into our list. Number one, the woman who inspires a man to chase does not make the man the center of her universe. Ladies, the man in your life is meant to add to your life. He does not become the entire structure of your lifestyle. And a lot of times we as women can kill the attraction because once we start to be really interested in a man, everything we do starts to revolve around him. From our mood, I know specific situations that I can recall where a woman's mood literally is dependent on her status and how her and her man are doing. If they are having a little bit of an off day, her whole day is off. The way she speaks to everyone is off. You can't fix her mood for anything. She cannot be cheered up until her and him get back on the same page. And although I understand that dating is an emotional process, you cannot let it overflow into every aspect of your life. And so your mood being centered around him, your schedule being centered around him, your self-esteem, hobbies, your routines, your whole identity just being centered around him actually does kill the attraction. And ladies, because the man can tell. He can tell once you have moved him into the center of your universe. And quite honestly, it does not feel good to be the center of someone else's universe. I know it may sound good, but when you are actually in the middle of someone's everything, they depend and put a lot on you for different aspects of their life when you're just trying to live. Okay, that's a lot of pressure to put on a person. And quite frankly, when he met you, you had your own routines, you had goals, you had friends, you had purpose outside of him. You had all these different interests and all these things outside of him when he met you, and he was attracted to it. Okay, so what you don't want to do is start losing the things that helped build that attraction in the first place. If you are all of a sudden openly available, you no longer have things that fill your schedule like you did before. You're constantly checking your phone. You're constantly checking him about not sending you a message. You're constantly abandoning your own things in order to be around him. If you're always doing all of these things, it becomes a lot to a man, really to anyone. This is not just a man thing. This is really to anyone. When you abandon your whole sense of self in order to be with that person, they start to lose what they liked about you. They no longer can see that in you because you've become all about them, right? They liked you because you were you, okay? And so that pressure really does kill the attraction. So what you want to do is make sure that you are keeping a lifestyle full of the things that you loved even when you were single, right? Keeping a lifestyle full of your own routines and things that you enjoy outside of the relationship, ladies. You want to keep those things intact because once again, men do not want to feel like they're the center of your whole universe. They want to feel like you have some things going on. They want to feel like they have to kind of catch your attention sometimes, ladies. That's completely okay. Number two, men absolutely chase women who they feel like can walk away. And this is just a fact of life. I know it sounds crazy and it sounds counterintuitive, but quite frankly, if a man feels like no matter what he does, you are going to stay by his side, and it doesn't matter how much he disrespects you, how much he lacks communication, no matter how low his effort is, it doesn't matter what he do, you are still going to be there. It takes away from him having to chase you to be there. Ladies, and I don't really want to bring, you know what, I'm not going to. What I'm going to say is I have seen situations where a man has identified that his woman will stay no matter what, to the point where even if he has been the one cheating, even if he has been the one doing crazy things and she should have left him a long time ago and she hasn't, He will get to the realization that she's not going anywhere, and he will go ahead and leave her. Ladies, you do not want to be in a situation where he feels like no matter what he does, you are going to be around. He can't respect that. Okay. And so if you're in situations where your boundaries are being crossed and your must haves are just not happening and you feel disrespected, you don't need to keep explaining and convincing people. You don't need to keep on trying to give him more chances. There is a point where it is smart for you to walk away. Okay, ladies, and men are going to respect that a lot more. And there is a way to convey that in relationship before it even gets to that point. And that is by enforcing your boundaries. Okay. He needs to feel like if he steps too far out of line, you will say bye. Okay, you do not want to create a dynamic where he does not feel like you will be okay regardless. It sounds like you want him to know that he's needed. It sounds like he wants a ride or die. It sounds like he wants you to be around no matter what happens. You're going to stick it out for him. He does not want that. Ladies, I'm sorry. I don't care how many times they try to tell you this lie. He does not want that. Okay, so I want you to get it through your head. Your value is attached to your ability to be whole even without him. That even goes back to the very first one. Your value is attached to your ability to have self and be whole even if he's not in the picture, okay? And a man is going to want a woman who values herself. A man is going to want a woman who knows that emotionally and mentally she's okay regardless. He's not going to want a woman who's going to operate out of desperation. Okay, so if you're talking about what men want and what men chase, you have to understand men chase what they feel is valuable. Okay, and this is a way to show that you are valuable. You actually have to be okay with walking away, ladies, and not letting your self-respect be on the line. Number 3, and I feel like number 3 takes a little bit of practice, okay? Men absolutely chase women who have a more luxurious and calming presence. And what I mean by that is there are women who walk into a room and nothing changes. But then there are women who walk into the room and there's a shift. And it's subtle, but there's a shift in the energy. There's a shift in the way things feel in that room. She brings an elevated experience to that room. And what that is for a man in a relationship to her is when she comes around, she brings a softness, a femininity, right? She brings a warmth when she's around him. She brings something that he can't necessarily give to himself. Do you get what I'm saying, ladies? Something about the way she does things just makes life feel a little bit more luxury. When it's time to eat, she may light a candle. She might have a really nice, who knows, like robe or silk on. She's doing these little bitty things that seem ordinary, but they're actually elevated, and they're elevated especially to him because they are things that he can't do for himself. It's the femininity behind the actions. It's the way that she carries herself. It's the way she flows through her environment. It's her tone of voice, right? It's her scent. It's the way she dresses. It's her softness. It's her way that she speaks him up. Right, ladies? It's the way that she kind of creates this atmosphere, this experience when he is around her. And it feels luxurious. It feels calming. It feels like it feels like something that is expensive. It feels like something that you just can't get from any woman. It feels exclusive, right, ladies? A woman who is able to do this for a man and really bring him into her world and take him out of his own head and bring him into this soft atmosphere that she creates for herself and he gets to enjoy. That woman gets chased because she's given him something rare. And in today's society, especially, she's given him something very rare because I love my ladies, but some of us are no limit soldiers, okay? We listening to the same songs they listen to. It's Nuck If You Buck. We pull up to him. The car smell like smoke and his rap bumping and all this different kind of stuff. Ladies, let's get back to softness. There's an intentionality that comes with being that soft that is kind of lost on a lot of women these days. But those experiences, those ways that we take him out of his logical, hard world and bring him into our feminine space, our feminine playground, is what makes us valuable to him. He can't recreate that at home. He has to get that from you. Do you get what I'm saying, ladies? That luxurious feeling, that feeling of him getting to see you in your element and getting to be a part of your element and you kind of inviting him into your world that way is valuable. And men absolutely chase women who know how to create that atmosphere. Number 4, which I absolutely love to see this in action. I absolutely love it. Number 4, men chase women who inspire them to raise their own standards for themselves. If you have ever seen the phenomena, even, oh my gosh, I love this one. The what do they call it? The black girlfriend effect or the black wife effect or whatever it is. When a man gets with a particular woman and he just starts to look better. It's just something she's doing, something she's providing to him, different things that she's putting him onto. It's just elevating him little by little by little. It's like his skin is getting clearer. He's dressing a little better. He's starting to smell good. It's like she's elevating him in a way. It's like she's raising his standard for himself. And he's starting to become a better version of himself because he is with her. And here's the thing. I have an example. Now, they did not work out because they had some other things going on. But a really, really great example of this is Portia Williams and Simon. Now, when Simon first got with Portia, I think everybody understands that we were confused. Like, what is she? Oh, hey, it's a money thing, right? But he did not have looks worth of anything. But I'm not gonna lie, during that little year and a half that Portia had that man, he was looking better. He was looking younger. He was looking more refreshed. He was dressing better. He seemed to have a new energy about himself. During that time frame when they were good, he seemed to be elevating even physically. Right, ladies? And so I want you to do that, but without all the rest of the toxic mess, okay? When a man comes into your presence, into a relationship with you, his standard for himself should be slowly raising. That people should look at him and say, I don't know what this woman is doing to him, but he's looking better. He seems calmer. He seems more relaxed. He seems more put together. It seems like he's putting outfits together on purpose now. There's intention behind it. He's keeping himself up. He's visiting the barber shop, keeping the car clean. It's like something about her just brought a youthfulness out of him. Ladies, men chase women who create this phenomenon for them because it's not just she's putting him on to her skincare. It's not just she's showing him different products. There's also an atmosphere that she's creating that gives him a calmness to even be open to those things. There's an atmosphere that she's creating of elevation. She's showing him, this is how I do things. And by being with me, you get to experience these things for self and see how good it really is on this side, okay? And she does that for him, and he does. He starts to elevate and look better. And a lot of times, these men, they start to make more money. Okay, they start to do better in their profession. They start to make new connections because they are elevating not just in looks, but they're being inspired to elevate in all the different arenas in their life because they have this woman around. This is something, ladies, that we provide to men that they do not provide to themselves. That external motivation that men get from us is so, so valuable. That's why they're willing to chase. That's why they're willing to come out of pocket. It's not for no reason. It's not just because we're cute. We provide them with an experience and a motivation and inspiration to grow, to be better, to look better, to do better. We provide that by being our feminine selves with them. Okay, ladies? So women who know how to inspire a man to raise his standards is absolutely a woman who is being chased. And number 5, Men chase women who genuinely enjoy life. And you can tell a woman is full of life and enjoying life. She can't, this is something that you don't fake this, right, ladies? When you truly enjoy life, when you truly open yourself up to experiences, trying new things, traveling, taking care of yourself, when you have a zest for life, men absolutely can tell. You have hobbies and you feel full, and it's not like you're constantly on a search for happiness, but you're creating this happiness and this joy and all these things for yourself by just enjoying life and filling your life with things that you love. Men absolutely chase women like this because he knows she's not depending on me for her happiness. I just want to add to it. Men don't want to be completely dependent on for you to be happy. That's a lot of pressure. He wants to feel like you are a full, happy woman and he gets to be around to add to the experience. Women who truly, truly enjoy their life are fun to be around. Plain and simple. Women who actually enjoy their life, they actually spill that over into the people that they're around. Of course, people want to be around her. Of course, he wants to be around her. Of course, he wants to soak up that energy. It just makes sense. So, women like that absolutely get chased up and down because it just feels good to be around her. Your zest for life is valuable. Your zest for life is attractive, and it does make men chase you. So, with all that being said, ladies, I just want to reiterate, men absolutely are willing to work. Men absolutely are willing to chase for the woman who brings value to them. Okay, ladies? And with that being said, we're going to make it biblical. Of course, I'm giving you the scripture of the day, and we're doing something a little bit different. Genesis chapter 29, verse 20. So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed only a few days to him because of the love he had for her. That should speak volumes, ladies. That alone should speak volumes. And so, with all that being said, I want to thank you, ladies, again for watching another episode of Get 'em Girl. I hope that these tips kind of opened up your mind and gave you a little bit of insight into the mind of men, ladies, because yes, we do care, okay? And with all that being said, once again, thank you, ladies, for tuning in, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.